Today we're going to discuss some ways to calculate momentum. When we calculate momentum, we need to know the formula. I always like to write down my formula triangle. Then I like to write in the units that we use for each value, okay? Because momentum we know is kilograms times meters per second, velocity meters per second, and mass kilograms. It is simply like any other mathematical formula. But a more massive object moving at the same velocity as a less massive object will have more momentum. If they have the same velocity, the more massive object will have more momentum. If we have objects with the same mass moving at different speeds, the object with greater speed will have more momentum. Just give you a couple more examples. If we have a 30 kilogram cart moving right at 10 meters per second and a 5 kilogram cart moving in the same direction at the same velocity, each cart will have different momentum. If we plug this in, we get 30 kilograms times 10 meters per second. It would have a momentum of 300 kilograms times meters per second. If we have a smaller cart or a less massive cart, doesn't necessarily have to be smaller in size, you will have a smaller momentum, and that would equal 50 kilograms times meters per second. And that makes sense if you think about it. If you think about football, if you have a running back that weighs 150 pounds running a 4.5 second 40, and you have another running back who's 250 pounds running the same speed, the larger running back is going to have more momentum. Now, likewise, let's say you have two objects that are the same mass. So if you have a 2 kilogram bowling ball moving down the alley, remember these are vector measurements, so you really should write the direction down. And one bowling ball is moving at 2 meters per second, and the other one's moving at 50 meters per second. They have the same mass, but one's moving much more quickly down the alley than the others. So you would calculate the momentum. You would get a momentum of 4 kilograms times meters per second. The other bowling ball is moving at a much greater velocity, so its momentum is going to be 100 kilograms times meters per second. You can calculate the momentum as long as you're given the mass and velocity. If you were given momentum and mass, you could calculate the velocity by dividing. Okay, and you'll see that. You just need to plug it into the formula. Okay, and the word problems will tell you exactly what they want you to calculate. All right, if you have any questions, please come see us. Come ask us questions as we circulate the room while you're working on your task list. Okay, have a good night.